Oh man, did you see that fucking? You hear those fireworks? That's some good special effects right there, buddy. I'm kind of proud of that. WWE acquires TNA right to stream. Endeavor is gonna take TNA streaming rights and stream, and this should have been done 8 million years ago. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm Team Shane McMahon. Vince, WrestleMania and the rest overrated. Stephanie, yeah. But Shane had a fucking vision. And that vision was to stream before anyone else. And it was to become the ESPN of pro wrestling. You could have New Japan. You could have AEW.
ECW earlier or something too.
Yeah, he wanted to do ECW. He wanted to do a special thing there. He wanted to buy Pride. He wanted to buy UFC.
Yeah, like he was ahead of so many things.
Yeah, and TKO could be Shane's. It could be all yours, Vince. You just didn't fucking listen. Here's the thing, too. This is really important because we talk outside of pro wrestling. We talk to entertainment. Dude, nothing pisses me off more than, oh, man, you want to see that new show about a positive soccer coach? Oh, you don't have it in your country. Oh, man, do you want to see The Boys? Yeah, guess what? That's not on one of the 76 goddamn streaming channels you have. It's like, bro.
Do you get the WWE Network?
I did until... I used to always get WWE Network because you got the pay-per-views for free in Japan. But then they're like, oh, you could keep the WWE Network, but we're never going to have the pay-per-views live. It's like, oh, fuck. The fuck? What the fuck are we going to do
Not
with that?
quite a good deal.
Yeah. So, like, everyone canceled overnight. I was like, what? And then they went to Abima. And it's so weird because Abima is the most confusing website ever, and it's not a translation problem. Okay, you can watch WWE for free sometimes. Sometimes it's $9.99, and sometimes it's $79.99 for one event. The pricing is so fucking confusing. No one knows. I've actually talked to an Abima fucking employee. I'm like, Abima, what the fuck does it cost? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? It's like, yeah, so sometimes we can watch WWE for free. Why? I don't fucking know. Sometimes we have to pay $9.99 a month. And sometimes we have to pay like $80 to $100. Like, oh, God damn it. I'm sorry, dude. Abima fucking hurts my head. Listen, all we want is $40, $50. Give us everything. Just, okay, you have the idea of streaming television, which I love. Combat TV, one of the first. I love the idea of streaming television. Okay? Now, you just got to combine it like cable, but not have to deal with cable. Just call it WWE package. And listen. WWE might be going to Time Warner. AEW will need a whole new home. BAM! That's what I'm talking about. Pay one price. WWE, AEW, TNA. Fuck it, throw in MLW. Why not?
You're on.
Throw in ROH. Oh!
I think I don't see them getting AEW ROH involved until AEW ROH have to come to them to ask.
Well, that might happen. It depends on who gets Time Warner in his TV deals.
Yeah, because, based off if WWE can... The Endeavor WWE getting the streaming deal for TNA is huge. Mm-hmm. If they can also do that for a few other things that are also decently sized, they can kind of start to choke AEW out of working relationships.
Oh, yeah. And all that, but you also got UFC. You got UFC. There's a lot they can do.
And WWE has long wanted to get into Japan. So the question now becomes, does Endeavor still want to get WWE more into Japan? Because if so, does WWE then trying to get Endeavor to acquire streaming deals for, say, Japanese promotions to present them in America? Like, say, New Japan to present it to America? Not literally New Japan, but you know what I mean. Just different Japanese promotions like Noah, etc., to go and be like, hey, we got a deal.
Well,
because then
Noah
huge.
would probably be the first one to jump Cyberfight. So you'd probably get the Cyberfight guys because they come from the same TV network. and New Japan and Stardom. Who was the guy that said, hey guys, you got to be careful. You can't go the all sports entertainment route. You have to actually be what you fucking present. And I'm going to do a video on YouTube later about pizza. If you order a cheese pizza and you get WWE with everything on it, the cheese pizza's ruined. If you want a classic pepperoni pizza, but you get everything on it, the pepperoni pizza's ruined. Now, the WWE with everything on it, they stay the same. But some motherfuckers want cheese and goddamn pepperoni. That's what I'm saying. Here's the problem. They go all sports entertainment. Listen, if a foreigner is watching you,
full sports entertainment.
Never go full sports entertainment. If you are going sports entertainment, hoping to win over American or WWE audiences, you lost. Why would they leave? And the people that are watching you obviously looked for a goddamn alternative. But no, I'm wrong. By the way, what was Stardom's attendance? Yeah, that's awkward. So, I don't know. Here's the thing. WWE could win out everything with Shane McMahon's original plan from 20 plus years ago.
Just being done now.
But it might be easier because everyone lost their identity. Everyone wants to have pizza with everything. And then they're like, fine, whatever. Here, we'll just eat it up. There is no more cheese. There is no more pepperoni. There's only WWE. And
it kind of makes it where WWE can set them up to be farm leagues of sorts. Yeah. And also the rub for them is like, say, maybe out of this, TNA has a way to now possibly get AJ Styles to make a few runs back in TNA, have a time back in TNA or a few matches back in TNA because of this without him ever leaving WWE. Like, that might happen now. That seems more likely now than it did before.
And it could be more deals like Nakamura and Muta. Nakamura went to Pro Wrestling Noah to fight Muta. Muta went to WWE Hall of Fame. All that stuff is going to be easier. And then it's going to be harder to be an alternative. Because it is very hard to come up with your own IP. Just ask Hollywood. It's very hard for what's the word I'm looking for? Untalented writers and promoters to go, well, I'll just steal all WWE guys. I'll steal all New Japan guys. I'll steal AEW guys. I'll steal this. Well, the thing is, if WWE is working those relationships and they start becoming just like Triple H's plan. He wanted an NXT Africa, an NXT India, an NXT Japan, an NXT Europe. He wanted that. You can recreate that, but instead of that, let them keep their fucking names.
Yep.
And then they think they won.
Promotions.
It's like, what's that fucking idiot? Influence friends and win people over. It's kind of like, they're like, if you let people keep their names, they'll give you a higher percentage. You know? And that's it.
And I think in a way this is because I'd seen it said that Vince is working more business things and he is still reporting. He reports to Nick Khan and he works with Nick Khan still. He's just not doing creative stuff, and that he sold stuff because he wanted to have money to invest, which people are theorizing is probably in the NFL to try and get a team with
sense.
Another group of investors, which is why he needed the liquid money now.
He's like, what the hell? Tony Khan has the Jaguars?
I mean, I could see him though wanting to get involved in it. He's always
The NFL's hard to get into though.
Yeah, but if he can be part of a team of investors that gets in, he can. Like, that's the way people get in now.
Yeah,
and he could easily do that. That said, with
you might
that's
want
a whole nother topic.
You might want to do a Japanese hockey team or a hockey team, or
yeah, who knows where he really goes with it.
Go Grits.
But I do think if he's working the business angle, and this continues where they get more streaming rights deals set up, it to me it feels like a modern version of a territory takeover. In its own way. Because he slowly is going to starve out anyone who's not conforming with his brand. They're going to start getting starved out just like the territories did, where they started getting starved out of workers because now those workers were locked into his network.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like, you could just run your company the way you want to run it, and then just basically own and control the other companies and let them do their own thing. Because let's be honest, they're just killing themselves. They're just killing themselves. New Japan, Noah, AEW, Impact. It's because it's hard to make an original IP. They come up, they do something original, they get close. Jim Ross, Taz, Jeff Hardy, it doesn't matter. Vince Russo goes, you gotta be tough like WWE. And it tanks.
Yeah.
The best thing that WWE has going for it is that their competition is fucking morons. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, when people are like, oh, WWE's number one. Yeah, they're number one because, A, years of marketing. B, like, I don't think people understand how much of a 50-year head start in anything gives you an advantage.
Yeah, there's just brand power. Brand recognition is massive.
But on top of that, if you're going to copy and be exactly the same, you're never going to catch number one. Never. And that's what they have to basically do. If not, you're going to be Pepsi.
Especially because at this point, if you're over a certain age, undeniably, of WWE or WWF because you were old enough to have been around when Stone Cold The Rock was massive.
And also that with 50 years of experience, you also have, we get to tell my kids about it. You get to tell generations about it. So it's the same thing why a team like the New York Rangers or the Chicago Bears will have an easier time than a brand new expansion team. It's just the reality as far as making money. So, yeah. The best thing WWE has got going for it is that everyone wants to be them. And that is such a huge advantage. That's why you have to be different. Like Vince McMahon, even though I don't think he is perfect at business and is overrated like a motherfucker, when he started the XFL, he was smart enough to go, oh, this needs to be different. And then if he did the XFL by himself, I think spring football would be dominated by XFL now. But that's also one of his character flaws. It's like, this didn't work. Back to daddy's business. So, go acquire everyone. Good luck. Make it one big thing. And it would be great. And not that, but Vince, if he can, he does Shane McMahon's plan 20 years late. He doesn't have to be creative. He owns everything. So, he'll become the Disney of pro wrestling. It's like, we don't have to be creative. We own everything. So there you go.
Well, Endeavor will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot that Vince isn't even in charge anymore. Poor Vince. Nope. He's like, I'll fucking show you. Dude, what if he's not going for an
super rich Vince?
What if he's not going for the NFL team and he's like, Vince and Kennedy McMahon, Sports Entertainment proudly presents. I don't know, it'd be something so cheesy. WrestleFest. Because the thing is, everything that's cheesy that he'd come up with, he probably sold the copyright to. What do you think his company would be called? Because I'd be like, WrestleFest. Oh, they own that. WrestleMania. Own that. I don't know. Would he even put it? He would definitely go Sports Entertainment. This motherfucker's like, hates pro wrestling.
I think McMahon would have to be in the name.
Oh, definitely. McMahon Megastars. MMS. McMahon Megastars. Oh, McMania. He's got it.
McMania.
His first signing, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. They're the first match.
Got it. I know that, but TNA gets a big fucking break here. TNA used to be where, AEW was, where, all like, oh, hate. And now there's someone else new making waves. And it's like, I've always liked TNA.
Yeah, they changed their name and got super positive press and feedback since. And they've just been riding the wave.
Hell yeah.
Like they
TNA.
like us now.
TNA. TNA. All right.